death-defying killer. Shoot, here. All right. Now, he is going to start turning this way. I lost his head. And he starts shrimping out a little bit, or framing me to stop me from getting the underhook. Okay? Once he starts to frame a little bit, we're going to go, Ryan Hall calls it the chair position, I think. I'm going to slide my knee way up to Gary's back. Or actually, you know what? We're going to change it. We're going to do this a little more realistic. We're going to keep this the same on this side, okay? From this position, I'm going to get all the way to side control, right? As he starts to turn into me, my hand's going to reach around his elbow. My hand reaches around his elbow, my leg steps, and I'm going to cartwheel all the way around. Stay heavy here, okay? So now that I stayed heavy, my arm should be right here. I'm going to be looking to grip. As I drop my weight, remember I'm pushing into him, keeping his back exposed, my hands are locked. I'm going to switch my hips and shift my knee right up to his back on the inside, okay? Now, instead of getting like a seatbelt grip where he'll grab my hands, I usually will try to pull my hands up a little bit higher because I'll look for the arm triangle if he lays flat, okay? So now that we have this position, this chair position, you see how this leg is monitoring his hip? My knee now will monitor his hip to see how he starts to move and defend. Now, if I feel him starting to flatten out, my head goes to his head, and I shift my weight through. I look for my arm triangle. If I don't feel him flatten out, and I feel his hip get up high, you gotta hop up towards your knees a little bit, try to shrimp out. My bottom leg shoots right through. As soon as the bottom leg shoots through, he starts to shrimp a little bit, I hike him up. And my ankles are gonna be crossed right around his hip. He has his knee up because he doesn't want the hook to happen. Bring your knee up high. Yeah, see, he's got his knee up, defending the hook. So my feet are going to be crossed either way, right? Depends how you like to feel. For me, this way is going to be a little bit tighter, okay? Now that I have it tight, I'm trying to be pinching on his hip, and I'm going to drive here. So I push into him and pull, it pushes his leg down, which allows that hook to go in. And then now we have his back. That's the transition I wanted to do, because I wanted to make sure you guys were cartwheeling to the other side now. So we did our pass, we did don't mount before, now he turns into me. I screwed up, he turns all the way in, my hand's going to be posting, right? My leg comes up, I'm going to step all the way around with my weight heavy into his back, all right? Here's where my grip is, if I can get it. Get your wrist high. If it's too low, sometimes guys have like Kimuras and shit they'll do from here. You know what I mean? And if my hand's up high, it makes it harder for him to get that Kimura. Now remember, I'm pushing my weight into him, keeping him on his back, or on his side. He can't turn this way. If he immediately hopped to his knee, go to your knee, my hook throws through. Right there. He'll defend the second hook. And so now we have our ankles crossed. Here, okay? However it's tighter for you. For me, this is tighter. Some guys, they can squeeze more this way, but for me, I guess it just works here. So I pinch on his hip. Now I have seatbelt. He's got his hook up. So to get that hook free, squeeze with your legs, pull with your chest, drive your hip into him, and throw your hook around. And then there's the choke. Okay? So again, he turns into me. Side control, right? My leg's out. My arm reaches around, post, kick, back, heavy. Reaching around, lock, hands hidden, okay? Now, two ways we're going to do this. I go to the chair position, here, bringing my knee up, okay? He's got his knee high. He starts to turn to get his space. I throw that bottom hook in. Sorry. His knee's high. I can't get this hook. So I go to this modified little cross position. Here. To pinch on his leg. Chest here. Drive and squeeze. Throw your hook in. Go for your choke. Now if I'm squeezing here and I still can't get his leg dripped down, or his hip or broken down, usually you can, but I can still pull him up and stay on my back and work from there. But here, this usually will help a lot. Because all you got to do is just get his hip down so that foot can float over. That's all you're looking for. Bring your knee high. It needs high. I can't get it. So bring it down. Then I get my foot over.
Derek, do you ever try to slide your heel in between that space, or do you just go ahead by step, pull them apart? Because I saw him grabbing his foot trying to protect it, and I didn't know if that would prevent.
There's a bunch of different ways you can do it.
I know there's some flexible guys.